Good afternoon, folks. Mike Wells, your World Explorer. Today is October the 7th, 2024, and we're going to take a look at the food forest before Hurricane, what is it, Milton. Okay, so the yard right now is obviously very clear. Here are the jackfruits. I just planted this. This is a weeping bottle brush tree. We just cleared out our drainage ditch really well, so hopefully it doesn't flood too much in this neighborhood, but we expect crazy flooding. We're on the east coast of Florida, central Florida, so we do expect a strong opportunity, a 70% chance for hurricane force winds, which is 75 miles an hour or higher. It's a shame because I already know that if this storm comes on the projected path that they're saying, my yard is going to be destroyed. But what I'm hoping doesn't happen is my house. Hope my house doesn't get ruined. But the food forest is toast. I'm pretty sure. Those are the cashew apple trees. This is our macadamia tree. That's one of the ones on the property. That one should fare well. Any of these smaller trees, they should fare well. Okay, this is a citrus tree. Here's another one. Here's the trampoline. We placed it upside down. Hopefully the wind does not catch it. Here's some of our oak trees. Hopefully they don't turn over. Our mulberries, they'll probably get shredded. Pretty much all of them. Here's another jackfruit tree that did exceptionally well this year in a shaded area. Mulberries, more citrus, more mulberries. Here we have our passion fruit vines. Now they've been producing throughout the summer. There are a bunch of passion fruit in there. Might lose them. Might lose all of them. Beautiful passion fruit growing. Passion fruit flowers. Probably gonna lose it all. I just want to walk around and enjoy it one last time. Worked so hard to make all this happen, and just in a day, less than a few hours, it'll be emaciated and destroyed. But you know, plants, they come back. It takes years, but they'll come back. Don't mind the blueberry patch. It's kind of overgrown right now. I kind of neglected it. This is our I'm trying to remember the name of this, but it's like a superfood. The leaves can be dried and ground into powder, and then consumed. A lot of people like that as a dietary supplement. It has the most vitamins and minerals of any plant in the world, I think. Look at this. This is our starfruit. This poor starfruit branch got so heavy with starfruit that it broke right up there already, and there hadn't even been any wind. These starfruit trees, they're loaded with starfruit, and we're going to lose them all. Just loaded down. See that? All over. We're going to lose them. Nothing I can do. Beautiful, beautiful olive tree. This I'm not going to do anything with. It's got enough holes and stuff to where the wind should not take it. Here's our Dioscorea yam vines that went all the way up into the tree. They'll probably get shredded up a little bit. Probably won't lose them, but they're going to suffer. Here is our sweet potato patch. It's the Tainan 64 sweet potato. I don't think too much is going to happen to this. Probably get our avocado trees shredded to bits. That'll be funky. That's gonna be terrible. We've got some fruit over here on our pomegranate trees that are ripening and probably close to picking. I might pick them. I don't know. I'm gonna have to because they're about to get all knocked off of their branches, but they're about ready anyways. Look, that one looks very close to ready. It's just not quite brown at the tip yet. These guys are gonna get shredded up a bit. We'll see what happens. Here's our cherry tree. It's a Barbados cherry. It's getting shredded. Here are Eliade pines. They look so beautiful and amazing. They didn't get attacked by a specific type of wasp this year, so they're doing really well. They'll get shredded. This is our tall macadamia. I'm really wondering if I should cut that top because it's getting shredded. Everything is going to get beat up. These poor trees over here, these cashew apple trees, they're probably going to keel over. I don't know. We'll find out though. So just hopefully, pray for us, and we'll see what happens. All right, folks. Today is October the 9th. It is Wednesday, and we're in Sebastian, Florida. And we're probably going to get some outer bands that have tornadoes in them pretty soon here. Now, the drainage ditch has been cleared. Looks pretty clear, pretty good. So we shouldn't have any serious flooding, at least not for long, if the rain is really bad. The trees, there's not a whole lot of wind yet, but it is starting. The hurricane Milton is on the west coast right now. It will begin its landfall probably within the next, I think, 6 hours. But we've already had a little bit of yard debris, but this is nothing. This is nothing compared to what's coming. See, there's we turned our trampoline upside down. I mean, it could get pretty nasty here. So that's a tour. I'm going to show you a lot more in the hours ahead and the days ahead. So not a whole lot yet, but believe me, it is coming. I pray for the West Coast. I think they're going to get it really bad. I never want to see a Cat 4. I don't want to see a hurricane ever, but you never want to see a Cat 4 or higher. That's usually catastrophic. So as it sits, we're just waiting. Well, here we are, folks. It really is beginning. We are currently under a tornado warning until 3:45 p.m. Right now it is 3:18. I hear the thunder. Not very windy yet, so that's a good thing. Awfully calm. Still under the tornado warning. So the drainage ditch is starting to fill up, but it should drain pretty quickly, so I'm not really concerned so much right now. If we have hours and hours of downpour, then it'll get real bad. It's a little windy all of a sudden. When I was a kid, I had to experience a tornado hit my house. So this, the wind was blowing from the south to the north for a good long while, and then all of a sudden it like slowed down, started blowing the opposite direction. Meanwhile, it was raining, much like you see right here. And then all of a sudden the wind started to slow down and it stopped. And then the rain stopped. And then the wind started to blow north again. And it started going faster and faster and faster. until it was going so fast I could barely, I went to rush into the door and I could barely close the door. It was crazy. I thought we were gonna all die that day, but here we are. It was a crazy experience. Just never know what kind of weather or what's going to happen in life. You just never know. Things change so quickly. Still raining. It's only a few minutes later. A little windier. This is definitely hurricane weather. Tropical. You can feel the moisture in the air. Even though I'm in a shaded spot in my garage, the air is thick and hot. Well, it's really raining now. It's been raining for a good minute, so hopefully the reds in the radar stay off of our house, because that's usually where the tornadoes are, and hopefully nobody gets a tornado in my area or anywhere. I was looking at the radar and it looks like there are a bunch of tornadoes on the west coast and further inland where the big hurricane squalls are really pounding them right now. It's 3:35 p.m. October 9th, 2024. But yeah, this rain is crazy. If it stays like this for a long period of time, we are going to absolutely flood out. All right, folks. Yeah. If this rain keeps up like this, it is not going to be long. We are going to be absolutely flooded out. Look at the drainage ditch already. Look at that one over there. Holy smokes. Look at our drainage ditch. I mean, this is as efficient as it's ever going to get. I mean, we really worked to clear it out. But look at that side of the yard. Never have water. Oh my gosh. Look how much water there is already. Holy smokes, and we are not even getting started. Holy smokes. Unreal. This is going to be a crazy rain situation. That's intense. My lordy. Well, here we are just a few minutes later, and you can see things are getting worse in a hurry. I mean, look at all that water. It's building up there. It can't drain fast enough through underneath the driveway. It's dumping out right there. But look down here. This is insane. My God. It's just like a river flowing through my yard. Look at that. Yeah, you can't even see the ditch anymore. Everything is underwater, so this is going to get a lot worse. Look over there. That's astonishing. Pretty soon it won't even be drivable roads. Okay, just to give you some perspective, the water is just flowing off the roof, flowing out of my yard. The whole backyard flooded. Really incredible to see this. I know that unfortunately this is just the beginning. Look at this. This is usually my lawn, the grass. Well, it's starting to be pretty flooded out here. This has to raise high enough to where I think it'll drain off this way. But this is just intense, this amount of rain. It's very rare that you see this much rain in such a short period of time. It's crazy. Crazy how much water I'm looking at right now. Yep. Well, folks, it doesn't take long, I guess, but it's getting pretty nasty. Holy smokes, this is unbelievable amount of water. And it hasn't even barely gotten started. Look at the fire hydrant. I think we've seen this once in the past, and that was during Hurricane Matthew. But this is a lot of rain. It's a lot of water. If we get anything like North Carolina had with Helene, like the 24 inches, I just can't. I don't know what to expect. I really don't. But this is crazy how fast everything is flooding. All right, folks. This is crazy. This is way worse than I thought it was gonna get. And I really hope it doesn't get any worse, because I've never seen it flood this badly out this way. And I really hope it doesn't get worse, because then we'll be flooded out of our house. This is insane. I'm gonna walk up the road real quick. I want to see if the canal is even draining like it should be, but I can't imagine. I don't know. If that thing backs up, we're toast. This whole neighborhood's done. We're just done. This is where it's all supposed to go to. I mean, this is your last resort right here. This giant funnel. Man, that's a big drain right there. It should go in there. Hopefully that doesn't clog up with anything. But we're definitely going under. And this thing hadn't even gotten started. Look at this big branch. I'll get that on the way back through, because the last thing we need is that clogging up the drain. This is intense. I've never seen it this bad. I gotta go check that canal though. That bridge right there. This is our only hope. Okay. Not really too windy yet, but this is nuts. We're about to get a good view of what's going on. And wow. Yeah, the canal is pretty high, but it's not It's not too high yet. It's not too high, but our neighborhood has to drain a lot faster than it's draining right now. This is crazy. This rain is insane. I gotta get back, folks. Well, I'm back at my neighborhood. There's the massive drain. It needs to be doing its work. Here's my neighborhood. Wow, we are flooding. I really hope this rain stops and gives us a moment to some reprieve, because this is intense. Yeah. Crazy, folks. Well, got some low-lying clouds approaching. The rain has let up slightly, which is good, but we need this water to drain fast, and it looks like that's not really going to happen. It's doing okay though. It looks like it's dropped maybe 6 inches in the last 20 minutes. Or, shoot, you can see the water line there on the grass. You can see how high it was. So now it's receded a bit. So maybe it is draining a little faster than I had thought. Look at where the water was there. But the rain is coming. More rain. We just need this thing to do its job. I've been pulling stuff out just to try to save the neighborhood. Throwing it up there. I hope the neighbors don't get upset. But there's more junk in there I'm gonna have to dig out. I see big branches and stuff sitting in there, so let's get this show on the road. Alright, I just spoke with the neighbors. They're okay with me throwing all that gook up on their yard, and they are grateful that I'm clearing the grate over there, because, well, we don't want this whole neighborhood flooding. They don't want water getting in their house either. So we're down about 8 inches, but the rain is kicked back up. There's another tornado warning going on right now. A lot of folks south of here have lost power in Vero Beach, Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce. So that's kind of weird. That means that they've had some really nasty wind, I would imagine, if they've lost power. Now the thunder keeps getting more rapid and is getting louder. So that means that we've got a nasty cell headed this way. Yeah, the last thing we need is more rain right now. But I must say the water has dropped about maybe 10 inches or 12 inches, which is good. That means the drainage system is working very efficiently right now. And every time we get a little reprieve from the rain, the water level drops a decent amount. So that's good, but it needs to drop a whole lot more than this, because if we got more rain coming, well, it's flood city. Well, the water has receded quite a bit. We got a break with this rain. The road, you can actually walk on the road again. So I'm breathing a sigh of relief right now, but as you can see, it's still raining, and well, I don't know how much rain is coming. If we look over here, now this is where the majority of the water is draining out from, right there. And then over here on this side, right there where you see that little spinning vortex. And then over here, it all connects and meets up right here under the road. So now we're completely free of any debris in that major grate, which is good. So at least we know it drains really fast at this point, but really don't know what to expect going forward. The rest of the street is not flooded any longer at this time, but we still got a lot of water that's got to clear out. And we still got a lot more of this storm ahead of us to experience, so we'll see what happens. Folks, it's October 10th, 2 a.m. Sebastian, Florida. And so far, we have not had terrible winds and wind damage, but right now, the wind has picked up tremendously. And it looks like we're starting to get serious gusts. So this should be the peak of the strength of the wind now through till 8 a.m. So I mean, I can't hang out outside here, so I'm just gonna go back inside. Oh yeah, live power lines are being affected, so I'm just gonna have to sleep this one out. So I'll report in the morning. All right, folks, good morning. It is October the 10th, and it's 6:45 a.m. We're just gonna step outside for a minute and see what's going on out here. Right now the eye wall is passing by. I know I've been hearing the trees all night. It's been pretty rough, but we still have power, so I can't complain. We don't have enough light to see, but I can tell you one thing's for certain: we've got a lot of debris. It might not be as bad as I thought it was. So I've got some yard debris, but it doesn't look like it's as bad as I thought it would be. So I'm gonna wait until there's more light before I come back out here. All right, it's a little bit more daylight here on October the 10th, Sebastian, Florida, and this is the last remnant of the eye wall that is leaving us. So within the next hour it should get a lot more calm, but let's take a tour and view what happened. Big old branch down from the cashew apples over there, and now we got this fine mist rain. Cashew apples are still standing though, which is incredible, but I expected something to happen to them. You know, the house seems to have fared very well. I mean, it looks like we may not have gotten any damage. A lot of yard debris from those sable palms. But if you look through here, lots of sticks and little branches and stuff like that down. But for the most part, no damage to the roof, no damage to the house. We got very lucky because there were a lot of tornadoes yesterday and through the night. Yeah, just a bunch of yard debris, it looks like. right here. Up there, a little branch busted through the pool screen. Nothing to really get too excited about. Got some branches down over here. Heck, even our wood that we're curing is still standing, but it's very heavy. So if you look over here, some branches down. Not a whole lot of damage though. I'm really impressed with how everything's held up. If you look back here, yeah, just a bunch of little branches down, yard debris. You know, I've seen this before. This isn't too bad. Oh, looks like we got the last push for some rain coming through. Probably not safe to be out here right now, but hey, what can you do? I wanted to just survey what's happened. No down trees yet, which is amazing. Even our macadamia is still standing, the tall one. So neighbor's fence is down over there. Well, can't win them all. Yeah, so hopefully this rain and this last push by the storm to really give us some heck is light.